What's up YouTube? I'm going to be showing you how to make this mask out of paper. So for this you're going to need 2 sheets of printer paper, a marking utensil, a scissors, and some tape or glue. And what I'm doing here is folding this in half hamburger style, and then I'm drawing a half oval for the mask base. And then I'm going to draw some eyes. For this I'm doing like almond eyes, but really you can do any shape that you'd like. Then I'm going to cut both the base out and the eyes. Here's what it looks like. Make sure to test it on your face so that you know it fits. And then grab your other sheet of paper and we'll do the snout. So again, fold it hamburger style, and this time sketch out a snout shape. I have a picture of what you're going for. Basically it's a long rectangle with a curved end and then a spot to cut. You'll see how it goes together and it'll make a little bit more sense once I cut this out. So here's the overall shape, and then there's a tab in the center that we can fold over the corners for. Go back and just look at that drawing and try to copy that onto a piece of paper. So to get that 3D shape curving around your face, you'll take little notches out of the top and the sides, and then a spot for your mouth to fit, your nose and mouth to fit when you're wearing it. So I made a little diagram you can follow there, and then just fold closed the triangles on the top and sides and leave open the one on the bottom. This part is optional with the muzzle. I just find that having it point downwards on the mask is a little better. So I just chop a little off the sides, and then to attach it to the mask, I add little slits on the sides to fold down. You can see me kind of folding it there, and then attaching those notches and those tabs to the face to get it to stay there. Then I'm cutting out 2 triangles for ears. You can make them as big or as small as you'd like. Once you have those taped on, it's time to make the fluff. Again, make it as big or as small as you'd like. I do 1 on each side of the face and 1 on the forehead, but you can do as much as you'd like. I find that bending them a little bit helps them show through. And then the part that I always forget is the strap. All you need to do is cut out 2 long pieces of paper, tape them together, and then tape either side to the mask. If this is too big or too small, you can either cut or add more sections to get the size you need. Just so happens that this is the perfect size for me, so I don't need to do any alterations. And there he is! So next is coloring. I'm just using a Sharpie. You could use different colors of Sharpies or colored pencils or markers, whatever you'd like. Just bear in mind that if you have tape on the outside of the mask, colored pencils and regular markers won't stick well. So this is what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching, and check out my channel for some other paper tutorials.